Good day, everyone. Today, I will be solving the problems regarding gas absorption of our CHE 361 finals activity. I will go through each problem step by step. So, problem number 1 to 2, a nitrogen hydrogen chloride mixture of 10 volume percent hydrogen chloride is to be scrubbed with water to remove the hydrogen chloride. To satisfy our environmental concerns, 99% of the inlet HCl must be removed, assuming that the gas leaving the scrubber will be at 125 degrees Fahrenheit and 180 m saturated with water. Number 1. What will be the volume of the gas leaving if we must process 200 pounds mole per hour of dry entering gas? So, we can in our given from what we have read, so we have an inlet gas which is 10% HCl and 90% nitrogen. So the removed efficiency is 99% HCl is removed, and our flow rate is 200 pounds mole per hour, which is this is our dry basis, and our outlet conditions, we have a temperature of 125 degrees Fahrenheit and our pressure is 180 m. So solving this first problem is, let's find the composition of the gas leaving the scrubber. So the step 1 is calculate the inlet flows. So we have the HCl remaining, I mean HCl in, which is our 10%, so 0.1 is multiplied by our flow rate, which is the 200 pounds mole per hour. So this is equal to 20 pound mole per. Next is our HCl out, which is our nitrogen, so 0.9 is multiplied by our flow rate again, which is the 200 mole per hour. So we have a total of 180 pounds mole per hour. So next is to calculate our outlet flows, which is we have one remaining of our inlet. So I'm gonna put here our inlet because the 99% is the HCl out 1%, and calculating the outlet flows. So our HCl out, this is nitrogen pala. So this is HCl out. So we're going to multiply again our times our HCl in, which is 20 pounds per hour. We have the total of 0.2 pound mole per hour. So our nitrogen is inert, so it remains the same, which is the 180 pound mole per hour. So step 3 is find the amount of 25 degrees Celsius. So our vapor pressure of water is approximately from what our steam table is. So our vapor pressure is 1.7. This is actually 91.6 millimeter mercury. And our total pressure, which is our 180 m, is equal to 14.7 psi. So using our mole fraction equals to our partial pressure divided by the total pressure. So getting that, we divide our partial pressure, which is our 1.792 psi, over our total pressure, which is the 14.7 psi. So we get 0.0.1219047619. So that is our amount of vapor pressure. Next is getting our N, which is the total dry gas out. So we're just going to add, or yes, we're going to add our total dry gas out. So let our N be equals to our nitrogen out, which is the 180 pound mole per hour, plus our HCl out, which is 0.2 pound mole per hour. So we're going to add that. 180 plus 0.2 is equal to 0.2 pound mole per hour. So let our W be the moles of our water vapor. So this is what we're going to use, is equal to our YHCl. So we're going to substitute or look for W. So we're going to use algebra. This is 1.9047619 is multiplied by our 180.2 plus our W. So shift solve, our W is our W is 25.01691974 pound mole per, and for getting mass out, we're just going to subtract. So our total mole out is subtracting our total dry air out and our and our W, which is the 25.01691974 pound mole per hour, is equal to 200 521,69197 pound mole per hour. So next thing that we need to do is calculating our volume using the ideal gas law. So using our ideal gas law, which is the PV is equal to nRT, using this equation, we're going to get our volume. So in substituting, so our P is 1 atm, and look, we're looking for V, so we're going to let our V be in there, and our N, which is the 180, which is our N, which is the 205 2169197 pound mole per hour, and our R, using the 0. cube times atm over lb mole of our R. So in getting our temperature, we have to add 460 so that we can use the Rankine. So 125 plus 460, that is in our Rankine. So our total V is equal to, using shift solve, 1 205.21699197 times 0.0302 is equal to, multiplying but adding 460 so that we can use our Rankine, we get the total of 87,661.89594. Cancel our units, atm, abmol, our Rankine. So we are left with our cubic feet over hour. So that is our final answer for number 1. So next problem is calculate the percentage of hydrogen chloride of the gas leaving. So now let's find the percentage composition of HCl in the outlet gas. So our step 1 is the total gas out. So our total dry gas, we're going to add our total dry gas, which is our 180, which is the nitrogen out, 180 lb mole per hour, plus 0.2, which is our HCl out. And we get the answer again as 180.2 lb mole per hour. Next is to get our percentage. So our percentage HCl is equal to our HCl out and our total dry gas times 100%. So substituting, our HCl out 0.2 lb mole per hour, and our total dry gas is 180.0 lb mole per hour, multiplying to 100%. So our answer that we get is 0.0 1,109,877,913%. In two decimal places, we have 0.11%. So that is our answer for problem number 2. So problem number 3, using the calculate the rate of flow of gas leaving the tower in cubic feet per minute. So moving on to our problems number 3, we have a mixture of ammonia and air. So our given, so we have the inlet, which is 745 mmg, and our T is 40 degrees Celsius, and our by volume, percentage by volume, so we have 4.9 percentage of volume by volume flow, volume, then our flow is 100 cubic feet per minute. That is our inlet, and our outlet is, our pressure is 740 millimeter mercury, and our temperature is 20 degrees Celsius, and our 0.13% ammonium. So our problem number 3, so flow rate of gas leaving, we will use the simple gas law, which relates to the total moles entering and leaving. So our step 1 is to calculate the total moles of each in our inlet. So N equals to our inlet, we use the PV over RT. So substituting for inlet, we're going to use, where our pressure is 745 millimeter mercury, multiplying to our flow, which is 100 cubic feet per minute, and our R, we're just gonna leave it there, and for our 40 plus 273 to get 0.15 to get our Kelvin. So we have the total of, so our is 313.15 R, and our above is, denominator and numerator is 74,500, and our denominator is 313 hour. So our step 2 is to relate moles of air, which is the inert gas. So our air percent, so 100 subtracting to our 4.9 from our first inlet. So we have the 4.9, we have 95.1%. So next is our percent in out. So we have 100 minus 0.13, and we get 99.87%. Since air does not change, so we're just going to use our N air, 0.951, multiplying our N is equal to 0.987, multiplying our N out. So in total N out, because we're looking for N out, is equal to N in multiplying by our 0.95 over 0.9. So, and our next step is apply gas law to find volume out. So, in our gas law, we're going to use PV is equal to P2V2 over T2. So, and multiplying our percent air in and our percent air out. So, substituting, we have our PV1N, which is the 704 mmHg, and our volume, volume volume flow rate is 100 over our 313.5, multiplying our percent air in, which is 95.1%, over our percent air out, which is 99.87. So this is equal to our 740 volume multiplied by volume 2 and 90.15 Kelvin. So we shift solve, we get the answer. So our total volume is equal to 89.744428 feet cubic feet per minute. So that is our the rate of flow gas leaving is 89.744428 cubic feet per minute. So moving to our next problem is calculate the weight of ammonia absorbed in the lower in pound per minute. Calculate the weight of ammonia removed. So step 1 is calculate total N in is equal to PVRT. So our P is 2. So we're going to use both. So 7 over 760 minus our volume. So we get 100. R. Next is using our T. So we get our N in to equals to 0.4579425025028 lb mole, pounds mole per minute. So moles of our ammonia in, so our ammonia in is equal to, we're going to multiply our 0.49 multiplying our moles in, so 0.45794250028 pound mole per minute. This is total of 0.02243918264. That is pound mole per minute. So next is our moles absorbed. So our ammonium absorbed is equal to our 0.02240918264 lbmol per minute, subtracting to our 0.0532. So we got a total of 0.02190718264 lbmol per minute. So converting our molecular weight, so the total molecular weight of ammonium is 17 pound per pound mole. So we're getting our weight is by both ammonium absorbed, which is 0.197188264 mole per minute, multiplying our 17 lb over our lb mole. So multiply this by 17 is equal to 0.3724221048 pounds per minute. So gas absorption problems. Thank you for watching.